Imagine waking up one day and realizing you're living someone else's life. Every day feels like a rerun of the day before, monotonous and void of passion. Your daily routine becomes a tedious chore, a cycle that repeats itself, seemingly without end. Where once there was enthusiasm, now there's only a dull sense of obligation. Relationships that once brought joy now feel hollow and disconnected. Hobbies that used to ignite your spirit now feel like burdens. You've become a stranger in your own existence, living in grayscale while yearning for color. But within that yearning, a spark is ignited, a whisper of something different, something more, a hint of a life filled with passion, purpose, and joy. A life that is authentically yours and not a mere reflection of societal expectations or outdated beliefs. That was my life, a life that needed a reset. The catalyst for my life reset was a growing sense of discontentment and a deep inner knowing that I was capable of more. This is where our story deepens, where we delve into the catalyst that sparked my transformation. You see, it all began with a nagging feeling, an unease that was difficult to put into words. It was like a soft whisper in the wind, a gentle nudge that something was not quite right. But it wasn't a sudden realization. It was a slow, creeping awareness that gradually seeped into my consciousness, like the first rays of dawn breaking through the darkness of the night. I started questioning my choices, the decisions I had made, the direction my life was taking. It was as if I had been on autopilot, going through the motions without really being present. And that's when it hit me. I was capable of so much more. I had been living a life, yes, but was it truly my life? Was this the life I had envisioned for myself? Was this the life that I, in my heart of hearts, yearned to live? This process of self-awareness and introspection was not easy. It was like peeling back the layers of an onion, each layer revealing a new aspect of myself, a new understanding of what I wanted from life. It was a journey of self-discovery that required courage, the courage to face my fears, the courage to question my life path. And with each question, with each moment of introspection, I could feel a shift, a subtle but powerful transformation. I was not just living life, I was experiencing it, feeling every moment, every emotion, every joy, and every challenge. I was becoming the author of my own story, not just a character in it. This realization was a call to action, a push to step out of my comfort zone. It was the catalyst that set me on the path of change, the spark that ignited the fire of transformation. And as I took those first steps out of my comfort zone, I knew that there was no turning back. I was ready to embrace the journey, ready to discover the possibilities that lay ahead. And most importantly, I was ready to create a life that was truly my own. Embracing the journey to self-discovery and transformation was not easy, but it was necessary. This journey, my friends, was not a walk in the park. It was a trek through a dense forest of doubts, fears, and uncertainties. There were times when I stumbled, lost my footing, and fell flat on my face. There were moments when I questioned my decision to embark on this journey, to leave behind the familiar and step into the unknown. But each time I fell, I picked myself up. Each time I doubted, I reminded myself why I started in the first place. I was not seeking a life of comfort and complacency. I was seeking a life of purpose, passion, and fulfillment. And I knew, deep down, that to achieve that, I had to stay committed to the journey, come what may. It took courage, yes. It took resilience, absolutely. But more than anything, it took a deep, unwavering belief in myself. I had to believe that I was capable of change, capable of growth, capable of creating a life that was in alignment with my values and dreams. I had to believe that I was worth the effort, the struggle, the setbacks. And the setbacks, oh, they were plenty. But each one was a learning opportunity, a chance to reassess, to regroup, to come back stronger. Each setback was a reminder that the journey to self-discovery and transformation is not linear. It's a winding road, full of twists and turns, ups and downs. It's a journey that requires patience, persistence, and a whole lot of self-love. So yes, the journey was challenging. It was tough. It was, at times, downright excruciating. But it was also rewarding, enlightening, and ultimately liberating. It was a journey that led me to myself, to a life that I love, to a life that feels like mine. Every setback was a setup for a comeback, a stepping stone to my new life. And every step, every stumble, every setback was worth it. Because in the end, I didn't just find a new life. I found myself. The journey led me to uncover dormant passions and cultivate meaningful relationships. As I began to explore the vast landscape of my heart and mind, I found myself drawn towards things I had previously overlooked or never even considered. I discovered the joy of painting, the tranquility of meditation, the thrill of mountain climbing. These were not just hobbies, they became sources of happiness and fulfillment, a way to express myself in ways words could not. Each new passion was like a beacon, illuminating a part of me that had been hidden in the shadows. The joy I felt was not simply from the activities themselves, but from the realization that I was capable of so much more than I had ever imagined. I was not just existing, I was living. But this journey wasn't just about discovering new passions, it was also about forming meaningful relationships. As I began to align my actions with my values, I found that I was attracting like-minded individuals. People who shared my passions, who understood my journey, who lifted me up when I stumbled and celebrated with me when I succeeded. These relationships added depth to my life, a sense of belonging, a feeling of being understood. I also found that as I pursued my passions, I was better able to connect with those around me. I shared my joy with them, my excitement, my triumphs, and my failures. And in doing so, I found that I was not just building a new life for myself, but also enhancing the lives of those around me. The joy and fulfillment I found in pursuing my passions and forming meaningful relationships helped me realize the importance of aligning my choices with my values. It made me understand that to live a life that truly brings joy and fulfillment, I had to be true to myself, to my passions, and to my values. Discovering new passions, forming meaningful relationships, aligning my choices with my values. These were not just steps on my journey, they were the very essence of my journey. They were the key to unlocking a life of joy, fulfillment, and purpose. This was my new life, a life aligned with my passions and values. Now, I am here to inspire you to take the leap of faith and reset your life. Can you remember a time when you felt truly passionate, where your heart raced with excitement and your spirit soared? Maybe it was when you painted a masterpiece, wrote a song, or discovered a new hiking trail. That feeling, my friends, is what life is all about. It's about finding what lights you up and incorporating it into your everyday existence. Imagine waking up each morning, eager to start the day because you're living a life you love, a life that's aligned with your deepest values and passions. You're not just surviving anymore, you're thriving. Now, I know it may seem daunting. You may be thinking, how can I possibly reset my life? I have responsibilities, commitments, people depending on me. But let me assure you, it's not about discarding everything and starting from scratch. It's about making small, meaningful changes, one step at a time. It's about questioning the status quo, challenging your comfort zone, and daring to dream. You might face challenges, stumble, even fall. But remember, it's in the falling that we learn to rise. It's in the stumbling that we find our path. It's in the challenges that we discover our strength. Resetting your life is not an overnight process. It's a journey of self-discovery and transformation. And let me tell you, it's a journey worth embarking on. Along the way, you'll uncover passions you didn't know you had, cultivate relationships that add meaning to your life, and most importantly, you'll rediscover yourself. So, I encourage you to take that leap of faith. Question your choices, your life direction. Embrace the uncertainty, the unknown. It's in the midst of this chaos that you'll find clarity, purpose, and direction. Start today, start now. You too can reset your life and unlock new possibilities. Remember, it's never too late to start over. Thank you for joining me on this journey of transformation. It's been a ride, hasn't it? We've explored the power of awakening to possibilities, recognized the catalysts that can spark change, and embraced the journey that comes with it. We've discovered new passions and understood the inspiring effect a life reset can have, not just on us, but on those around us too. We all have the ability to realign our lives with our values, to prioritize self-care, and to unlock the dormant passions within us. It's never too late to start over, to reset, and to create a life that brings joy and fulfillment. The journey of transformation is a continuous one, full of twists and turns, highs and lows. But remember, every step, no matter how small, takes you closer to your true self, to a life you love living. If you found value in this content, if it sparked a light within you, then I encourage you to subscribe to Online with Teresa. This is more than a channel, it's a community, a space for growth, inspiration, and transformation. I invite you to join our community, subscribe to our channel, and embark on your own journey of transformation. Unlock your possibilities, find your focus, and capture your dreams.